Let's talk about one of the episodes in Degrassi that pissed me off so bad today to where I didn't really have to watch it because I definitely remembered why this episode. I definitely remember why I'm not really much of a fan of this episode or why I feel like this storyline ruined Drew's character. So let's go ahead and get into this. So the episode we're gonna be reviewing today, y'all, is episode 20. It's called Power to the People. Degrassi season 13. Still reviewing Degrassi season 13. So this episode really pisses me off because Degrassi made sure their goal at this point was to do nothing but like just continue to assassinate Drew's character. Just completely. I'm really trying to understand why really trying to understand why Drew's character at this point was just nothing but a plot device or someone who just dated all the time. Like, what happened to his character having substance? What happened to his character feeling important? Like, when you look at him and Zoe's storyline, because I would never call it a relationship because it's a situationship. It's not a relationship. But when you watch like the storyline, it's you. I look at it and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Why? Who? What? Why the fuck did Degrassi feel like this was necessary? Because it wasn't. It was the opposite. It was completely unnecessary. It was just so fucking uncalled for to the point where it's like this storyline literally pisses me off. Like it makes me so fucking angry because Drew is literally one of my favorite characters from Degrassi. And I feel like once his relationship with Bianca was over with, their goal was to just really like just assassinate his character. And I just think it's really uncalled for because Drew has some really good character development. I know he's one of those characters in Degrassi that fans love to shit on and fans love to hate. When honestly I say there are worse there are worse. Oh my god, I feel like I cannot talk. There are way worse characters on Degrassi who done really horrible shit for you to hate them. I don't understand why fans hate Drew's character. Like they always try to say, "Oh, he was homophobic and he tried to dangle Riley's like sexuality over his head." First of all, there was no dangle. Was he was going to blackmail Riley? Yes, but I don't think he was homophobic. Not at all. I don't think Drew was homophobic. I think with Riley, it was simple to the fact that it's a competition, and at the day, if you want to be captain, you have to show that you want it more. And I think Drew was showing that he wants it more because, like he said, he came in and told everybody that at his old school, he was the captain of every team: baseball, football, basketball. He was always that jock, that nigga. So coming in the school and seeing that this pretty ass motherfucker is the captain, he letting the coach know like I need that spot and I want it now and I'm gonna do everything on my part to show that I need that spot. He know that Riley was very beloved on the team, but the team didn't know that Riley was gay. And it's not like that Riley just came out and told Drew he was gay. Drew was very observant and he saw that Riley was gay. Saw him checking out Zane and everything like that. Like he just saw the shit and just told Riley that, hey, if you don't back off, like if you don't stop trying to get the captain position, I'm gonna tell the team that you're gay. Simple as that. It wasn't like homophobic. Did he do anything that was a hate crime? Did he cyberbully Riley? No. So there was no homophobia. Y'all just didn't like the fact that he was willing to blackmail Riley into giving him the football position. That's what y'all don't like. And y'all so called say, oh, Drew was the biggest F boy in Degrassi. Let's be for real. The biggest fucking F boy in Degrassi to me was Craig. For real, for real. It's really a tie between Craig and Miles. If y'all go back and watch Degrassi now, y'all can't tell me that it wasn't. Y'all can't tell me that it wasn't. I don't think Drew was really a fuckboy because the only person he really dated in Degrassi for to me was really Bianca. I don't count Zoe. That wasn't dating that situationship. Him and Claire was not a couple, and him and Becky did date for some time, but that was really fucking uncalled for. Like, his really best relationship on the show was Bianca. Everybody else was either someone he was sleeping around with, or, you know, like Zoe, like Claire, and him and Becky actually did it, and they never did anything sexual in their relationship. But him and Bianca, to me, was really the only girl he ever dated. Yes, he cheated on Allie with Bianca, but it's like, who cares, honestly? Like I said, I don't condone cheating, but I didn't care for Drew and Allie's relationship. And when you go deeper into the seasons for Degrassi, you kind of forget that they even dated because Degrassi doesn't acknowledge it. Like, at all. They never acknowledged that they ever dated. At all. If they did, nobody ever thought it was weird that Ellie dated Drew and then later on and dated Dallas. They are best friends, by the way. Technically brothers, but y'all are not ready for that. Like I said, Degrassi is a date everybody shows. So you can't call Drew an F-boy for dating someone that somebody else already dated. But it's like, if that's the case, what about Dallas? Why he ain't getting ridiculed for dating Allie when he is best friends with Drew? They're basically brothers, and Drew dated Allie. Allie dated Drew, and then Claire went around and slept with him. I'm not understanding. Like, if y'all want to go there, we can motherfucking go there. Like, y'all fans really hold double standards. But let's get back to this episode. So, episode 20, Power to the People. There's no sophomores in these episodes. It's just really a senior class episode for real. The only sophomore in this episode is Zoe. Zoe is really fucking annoying in the beginning of Degrassi. Like, I totally forgot how annoying her character is. She just super whiny and just very overbearing. I do grow to like Zoe as the seasons do progress, and like, I start to like her in next class. I didn't really like her character at all in season 13 and 14. Like I said, she was kind of annoying, but she definitely was one of those characters who came in this show during this season and definitely left her mark on her character. Was definitely going to be one of those girls who's going to get a lot of screen time and a lot of storylines. I just feel like this storyline with her and Drew was very uncalled for. I do feel like Drew was too fucking nice. I do feel like I understand Drew wasn't trying to hurt Zoe, and I understand what he's saying. Zoe clearly did not understand the conditions of the situationship because she was very overly clingy. She really didn't want to just be in a casual relationship with Drew. She wanted him to be her boyfriend. Because if she understood the terms, she wouldn't be so clingy. She wouldn't be around him 24/7. Like, it would be, I see you when I see you. She clearly did not understand that. Therefore, that's why he tried to let her down easy. I don't blame him for trying to let her down easy because he wasn't trying to, ruin her confidence or anything like that. He was just trying to let her down easy. Like, look, me and you, we had our fun, we did our thing, but I feel like you are not really understanding the conditions of a situationship of casual dating. Therefore, I need to leave your ass where you at. Me and you can't hang out anymore. No calling, no texting, no nothing. We could just go back to just no communication. You feel me? She thought like he meant like, oh, because he's here and she's there, that means she needs to stop doing what she's doing with her extra activities or whatever, and then spend more time with him. And it's like, no, like, girl, he doesn't want you around him. He don't want you anywhere near his campaigns, none of that. I understand Drew should have just went with Dallas's advice. He should have let her down harsh and hard. He should have, even though he didn't want to hurt her. That's the problem with Drew. Drew was being too nice. He was being too nice. He should let her down harsh, because I agree with Claire and Dallas. The way he broke up with Zoe, I would have gotten it either as if, like, whoa. Because Zoe's 15 years old, so of course she can't read between the lines. I agree with Claire and Dallas that, oh, there's no way in hell she think that y'all broke up. There was no crying. There was no nothing. She took it too easy. Like, too easy. Like, okay, clearly she didn't understand. But like Drew said, I don't have time to keep worrying about her. I need to focus on my fucking campaign. She showed up at the campaign, shit like that. Come in talking about, oh, why is he avoiding her? And he said because he broke up with her. And she said, no, you didn't. He said, yes, he did earlier. He let her down easy. She just keep dangling the fact that they had sex. And it's like, girl, okay. Which she said, I completely regret that now, because had I known that I would have had sex with you, that it would have made you super clingy to the fact that you feel like we are in a relationship, I would never have done this. Whatever me and you were doing, I would never have done it. Because you clearly did not understand the fucking conditions of a fucking situationship. She just literally would dangle this shit with Drew over her head that, oh, they had sex so he can't break up with her. When we all know at the day the only reason why he didn't end the shit with her in the beginning was because she said it was her first time having sex, which we all know was cap. What the fuck? Then she tried to turn around and tell her mama that he raped her and that they try to get him arrested. Granted, I agree with Zoe mama. Drew is grown as fuck. He's old enough to drive a car, vote, all of that. I get that aspect of it, but Zoe's at the age of consent. So therefore, there's no arresting, no nothing. I hate how this episode specifically, even though Drew didn't sexually assault Zoe, the way Drew mom was talking to him, she made it seem like he did. Like, I feel like she was just going too far. Like, when she said she thought she raised a better man, I was like, whoa, now you hitting below the belt because what do you mean? I understand she might have been mad that Drew wasn't taking any accountability, but it's like, taking accountability for what? Yes, he slept with Zoe. Yes, she's 15. Maybe he shouldn't have. And it's not really up to him to really care for what a girl losing her virginity means in high school. Zoe didn't tell him how much it meant. She didn't tell him. She just slept with him. Who knows how many guys, let's just say if it wasn't Drew. I'm pretty sure she would have slept with any other guy that was in the pool house. So who cares? I'm not trying to slut shame her or anything, but I'm telling you that Zoe did not lose her virginity to Drew. She lost her shit to Miles when they were in Paris. Degrassi definitely alluded to the fact that her and Miles were definitely sleeping around and having sex. I don't care what nobody say. Like, Drew mom was just pissing me off talking about the worst thing is that you don't even know what you did. Why is she so upset like you said? Why are you even so mad? I didn't do anything wrong. Me and Zoe had fun. We fought around. We had a situationship. Yes, we had sex. Yes, I had sex with her even though she was 15. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because I did that. That is why she felt like we were officially dating even though we were not. Like, I don't understand why Drew was really like, I don't know why he was just looked at as the bad guy. And it's just like, nobody ever looks at it as two sides of the story. It was always Drew. But like I said, Zoe manipulated Drew into being in this relationship with her. And like I said, nobody ever looks at how she was literally giving this nigga drugs and early on in the season when they came back to school. Nobody ever looked at how he was giving her drugs. They always looked at, when he would get sleepy or get high, he would call her saying that she's sexy. He's high. He don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. He can't, like, I don't understand. You can't even hold him accountable for that. And because, oh my god, I need to stop talking about this shit because it just does nothing but make my fucking head hurt. Because it's just like Degrassi, why? What the fuck were you guys thinking when you did this? This is just so unnecessary. Like, it literally makes my brain hurt. Like, as I'm speaking of this shit, my head is spinning. But I can really say Zoe is not a victim in this situation at all. Yes, Drew is there. Yes, there's an age difference. I won't pretend like that's not a thing. Yes, there's an age difference. But I don't like how this episode made it seem like that he took advantage of her or used her or made it seem like he raped her. Because that's not the case at all. Zoe used him just as much as he used her, period. Was she not using him to make Miles jealous? Because like I said, she told Drew there was a party, but she didn't say it was Miles's Hollingsworth's party. To this day, she was still pissed and mad that Miles broke up with her because he liked it Maya. Hello, she literally just put Maya all over the school and shit like that as a slut because she feel like she took her nigga. I'm not understanding. This is the second time that she used Drew to make Miles jealous because she could not stand seeing Miles and Maya together. I'm over the double standard. I'm over you fans acting like y'all eyes don't work. I'm over it. But there is a comment I do want to read from underneath this episode, and then I'm done talking about this shit because I'm just over it. We're going to move on to the next episode. But anyways, let me pull this shit up. Because this review really doesn't need to be that long. I went down everything pretty smoothly. Like, I don't really care for the B plots because the B plot was really wrapped around Dallas and Allie, and I do think they're cute, but I don't really care for their relationship, to be honest. Um, so here we go. This comment says Zoe has no right to blame Drew because he told her what it was several times, and I fucking agree. Drew told Zoe, Drew told Zoe multiple times that he was not looking to get serious. He was not looking for a real relationship because he just got out of a long term one. He told her numerous times what time he was on, and she said she was cool with it. So she can't get around. She can't get upset that when he found her to be overly clingy and that she clearly did not understand the conditions. She can't call him a jerk or an asshole because he don't want to be with her. Like, girl, get the fuck on. He told your ass multiple times what the fuck was up, what time he was on. You the one who got overly clingy and didn't understand the conditions. So get out of here. I'm like really over the double standard. Like, I feel like sometimes people feel like women don't do any wrong or don't play a part in some shit. But no, some women could be very calculated and know what the fuck they're doing. And I definitely feel like Zoe knew exactly what she was doing. Like I said, she used Drew just as much as he used her. And I don't want to keep hearing this shit. So I'm out of here. See y'all guys on my next